What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today we're going to be looking at some newly revealed cards from an upcoming Japanese Pokemon TCG set, Dark Phantasma. The new reveals include a couple of V-Stars and some other cool cards, so I'll be giving you my first impressions on these today. Before we get into that, shout out to my sponsors, PotownStore.com, the best place to get PTCGO codes, and CardTrooperGames.com, where you can shop for physical Pokemon TCG product. And if you're anywhere near Kentucky in the US, they hold pretty big events as well at their brick and mortar shop. So check out cardtroopergames.com for that. Beast Coast Pokemon is the collaborative Pokemon YouTube channel I'm a part of, and we do a lot of great TCG, VGC, Pokemon Unite, everything in between content over there. And also, I share all my deck lists on PokemonCard.io. You should start sharing your deck lists there too, because they give away free PTCGO codes for just random deck uploads, the most popular decks of the day, things like that. And we're also throwing Dragon Shield into the mix now. My favorite Pokemon TCG sleeves, or TCG sleeves in general, for any card game. I'm now affiliated with them, and you can support my channel by clicking the link down below for the Dragon Shield US or EU web shops. And when you buy Dragon Shield sleeves or other Dragon Shield products after clicking those affiliate links, you help support my channel. So, with all of that out of the way, why don't we talk about some Pokemon cards now? So over here on the Pokebeach.com, Dark Phantasma set featuring Hisuan Zoroark has been revealed. We learned about this back in September 2021, long time ago, and now we finally have the pack art and we have some cards from the set. The pack art is absolutely beautiful. Let's get into to the card. So there will be 71 cards, but we don't see all 71 of them today. We've got this Gengar, which is very cool. Gengar has the ability Creeping Back. Once during your turn, you may put this card from your discard pile onto your bench. If you do, put 3 damage counters on this Pokemon. And then for 1 Psychic, Shrieking Circle, put 2 damage counters on your opponent's active for each of their benched Pokemon. So if your opponent has a full bench of 5, this will put 10 damage counters on the defending Pokemon for just 1 energy, which is pretty good when you think about it, because right now Inteleon's Aqua Bullet does 120 and 20, so a total of 140 damage for 2 energy. And that is a popular single prize attacker used right now to try to skew the prize trade. So I think Gengar does have potential just based off of its attack here. But also the ability works well with Zoroark VSTAR, which we'll be looking at in a moment. Right now, off the bat, I'll say that Gengar is probably fringe playable, whether it's for filling your bench with a damaged Pokemon for Zoroark or for the 1 energy 10 damage attack, but we'll have to see. It's at least somewhat playable. It has some kind of potential, so we love to see that. And it's also very cool that this has no requirement. You don't have to empty your hand or do anything crazy like that. You can just pop it from discard to bench whenever you feel like, and then put 3 damage on it. So I like the design of the card, and it has some sort of playability at the very least. Next, we have Radiant Gardevoir. So Radiant Pokemon are always basic, and you can't have more than 1 Radiant Pokemon in your deck. So this is a Gardevoir that goes down as a basic Pokemon. It has the ability Devotion Veil. Your Pokemon take 20 less damage from Pokemon V. That's pretty good, because if you're doing something like using a big charm, and then you also have this, that could prevent, your V-Star or your V, or maybe you have Toughness Cape on a V. This extra 20 damage can mean a lot, because sometimes that extra 20 is what they already had to reach for to knock you out. And then it has a pretty good attack, Psychic, 70 plus damage, 20 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So if you're already running double turbos in a deck that this is in, maybe you just splash a Psychic energy for the potential like Raihan double turbo, and then swing into something like Rapid Strike Urshifu for weakness. But yeah, Devotion Veil is a really good option to have in the repertoire of Radiant Pokemon, since you could only play 1. It's nice to have a large amount of options of Radiant Pokemon, so you can kind of pick which Radiant Pokemon benefits your specific deck the best. So this should see play, I think. Going on to Hisuian Zorua and Hisuian Zoroark, not the V version. Hisuian Zorua has a free attack, lets you draw a card, and then Hisuian Zoroark has a free attack, Hex of Ruin. At the end of your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon is knocked out. These effects are typically not very good, but it could be if you're using this in a control deck. We have this bring back attack for a psychic energy. Choose one card from your discard and put it into your hand. So if you just run your opponent out of resources and then every turn use Hex of Ruin until you've taken 6 prize cards, this could be very, very interesting for a control style deck where you get rid of your opponent's energies and then they're on a like a 6-turn timer. You just use Hex of Ruin 6 turns in a row, and if your opponent's not attacking, they can't retreat out. They don't have switches left. Then Hex of Ruin can just take a bunch of knockouts. So that's a pretty interesting card. Then we go on to Hisuian Zoroark V. It has a free attack Hollow Swap 30 and switch. So it's like a free strafe, which is really cool. Also note that the Hisuian Zoroark V and Zoroark VSTAR are colorless type and weak to fighting, resistant to nothing. And then we go on to Hisuian Zoroark VSTAR. Really rad looking card here. It has one attack, Baleful Curse. It does 50 for each of your Pokemon that has damage on it. So this set is getting some like moving damage counter style support, but the previous set, Time Gazer and Space Juggler, which will also make up the American Astral Radiant set, that has a stadium that says when you play a Pokemon to your bench, you put 2 damage on it. So that will also obviously work very well with this. So if all of your Pokemon, Zoroark itself, and all 5 of your bench have damage on them, this will do 300 for 2 energy. And it has the V-Star power ability Phantom Star. Once a turn, discard your hand, draw 7. So you could use that one time. It's a free Professor's Research, essentially, but in an ability. So you can use 2 Professor's Researches, essentially, in a turn. Or you can use this and then use as a utility supporter, like Boss's Orders or Clara, something like that. This will definitely see play. It's not broken like Twitter seems to think it is, because I don't know. I guess it's like, the hype of a card being revealed at midnight. Oh, it's Zoroark. It has high damage potential. It has a research as an ability. They haven't made broken cards. The only broken thing that's even close to being broken in existence right now in current or near future sets is just the interaction of Alessa Sparkle and Meloetta on turn 0. Or not turn 0, on turn 1 going second. This isn't broken. It's good. It's good. Then we have Hisuian Gudra V. Toppling Goo, 60 and your opponent switches, and then 140, and this Pokemon takes 30 less from attack, so the V is pretty poor, and it knows it's bad. Just look at the face. But then we have Hisuian Gudra V-Star, which does have some resemblance of potential. 200 for 3 energy, and then you take 80 less next turn. And then the Moisture Star power is the V-Star power ability. You may use this ability during your turn, heal all damage from this Pokemon. So, you're doing 200 and reducing by 80, so not many things are going to one-shot it, and then after that, you just heal it with Moisture Star. Seems okay. The first thing that comes to mind is this could be paired with Arceus in the same way Duraludon VMAX was, but the whole point of using this would be to heal it, get that one free turn essentially by healing it fully, and you can't do that if you used Starbirth as your V-Star power to set up, so probably not going to be very good, but it has some resemblance of potential. Damage Pump. I don't know if this is supposed to say pump or what, but move up to 2 damage from one of your Pokemon to your other Pokemon any way you like. That just spreads the damage around for Zoroark V-Star. Then we have Lake Acuity. Pokemon with water or fighting energy attached take 20 less damage from opponents' attacks. I think this is really sick because it's not water and fighting Pokemon. It's anything with water or fighting energy on it. So like you could play like water energy and Melanie in the new Zoroark V-Star deck because since it takes colorless energy requirements. You could use this with Arceus V-Star since it takes colorless energy requirements, or you could also use it with water and fighting Pokemon. So this is a really great stadium that's not pigeonholed by needing certain types of Pokemon. It can be any type of Pokemon, but they have to have water or fighting energy attached to them. So I'm a fan of Lake Acuity. Iskin, draw 2 cards. If your active has Hisuian in its name, draw 2 more cards. So these supporters are almost always bad. The last one I remember that I played in an event or in a competitive deck was Coach Trainer, which was draw 2. If your active is a tag team, draw 4, I believe. And that was good in Gardevoir Sylveon tag team since you only played like 4 Gardevoir Sylveon tag teams and then 1 Mimikyu GX. So like 4 out of 5 of your only Pokemon in the deck were tag teams. So this could work in a similar way if you're playing a deck that has a lot of Hisuian Pokemon in it, especially since the basic version of Hisuian Zoroark V-Star is also Hisuian. So, I mean, a supporter that just says draw 4 with no drawbacks is pretty good, but if you're ever using it for just the draw 2, it's really, really bad. I'm going to say at the moment this will probably not be played right off the bat, but if we get enough Hisuian support Pokemon to the point where like a lot of your starting options or a lot of the Pokemon that you'll commonly have in the active will be Hisuian, then this could potentially see some play. And lastly, for the new reveals is Arezu. Search your deck for up to 3 evolution Pokemon that don't have a rule box and put them into your hand. So this could get you triple Drizzle, 2 Drizzle, and an Inteleon. Of course, those cards will be on the cusp of being rotated once we are getting these cards released in North America. Um, you can get, I don't know, 3 Bibarels if you really wanted to. I don't think this card is good, because it's only good, like turn 2 and after, and if you've already set up. So I'm not really a fan of the card. I don't think it's very good. I think the highlights are obviously Hisuian Zoroark V-Star and the Radiant Gardevoir. Lake Acuity is a cool card, and I'm glad they didn't make it more specific. I'm glad that it can work with different types of Pokemon. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Am I wrong? Is Hisuian Zoroark V-Star broken? Am I? I don't know. I don't think it's broken. Yeah, it has the not the Galeful Bog, but something Bog. Oh, Gapejaw Bog. I think that's the card from Astral Radiance that when you play a card down, you put 2 damage on itself. So it has plenty of support. I'm not denying that, but it's very, very counterable. This doesn't seem like a problem card to me. But let me know what you think in the comments down below about these new Dark Phantasma reveals. Pack art looks insane. Maybe I'll get some Japanese packs of this because this looks incredible. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today. Subscribe to this channel for daily Pokemon TCG content, links to all of my stuff and my sponsor stuff. If you want to buy Dragon Shield, shouts out to Dragon Shield for making me an affiliate with them. I really would not have accepted a partnership with any other sleeve company because they're the only sleeve company in my opinion. But yeah, thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.